Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising stars of the coin collecting world, the United States Washington quarter dollar coin from 1965. You may have handled this coin many times in your life without realizing that it could be a rare gem worth a fortune. Yes, that common-looking quarter from the mid-60s could be hiding thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars in value. The 1965 Washington quarter marks a turning point in U.S. coinage history. This was the very first year quarters were no longer made with 90% silver. Due to a nationwide coin shortage and rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint shifted to a clad composition, copper sandwiched between two layers of nickel. While that may sound like a downgrade in value, the changes in materials actually led to some unexpected and incredibly rare minting errors that make the 1965 quarter extremely collectible today. One of the most valuable varieties of the 1965 quarter is the rare silver planchet error. Yes, that's right, a small number of 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 1964 silver planchets before the transition to clad. These rare errors slipped through undetected and into circulation. If you find a 1965 quarter that weighs around 6.25 grams instead of the standard 5.67 grams, that's your first big clue it could be silver and incredibly rare. Another exciting error that has caught the attention of expert collectors is the double die obverse. If the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" appear slightly doubled when viewed under magnification, that's a telltale sign of a doubling error. These coins are not just scarce, they are passionately hunted by collectors and can sell for huge premiums depending on condition and strength of the doubling. You should also look for off-center strikes, where the design is not fully centered on the coin. These are visually striking and always attract attention. Even a mild off-center strike on a 1965 quarter could increase its value dramatically, and if the date is still visible, the value shoots even higher. Combine that with a potential silver planchet, and you're looking at a coin that can break auction records. Condition plays a massive role in determining value too. Most 1965 quarters circulated heavily, so finding one in mint state condition is rare by itself. A perfectly preserved, high-grade 1965 quarter with sharp details, no wear, and blazing luster can command impressive sums even without major errors. And if that pristine coin also happens to have an error, that's the holy grail for collectors. In recent years, these ultra-rare 1965 quarters have made headlines at top coin auctions. Collectors have paid mind-blowing amounts for the right piece, especially silver planchet errors and mint-state examples with known varieties. One verified silver planchet 1965 quarter in brilliant condition sold for a jaw-dropping $190,000. So, what should you do now? Simple. Start looking closely at your pocket change. Dig into old jars, revisit your childhood collection, and grab a scale and magnifier to inspect every 1965 quarter you come across. Weigh the coin, check the rim for reading and metal color, and inspect the design carefully for doubling or off-center strikes. Your 25-cent coin could be your golden ticket to the world of rare collectibles. This coin is in incredibly high demand right now, and the interest from collectors, auction houses, and numismatists has never been stronger. The 1965 Washington quarter is not just a transition year coin, it's a symbol of opportunity for the sharp-eyed collector who knows what to look for. And if you're lucky enough to own one of these special pieces, you might just be sitting on a coin worth $190,000. Second rare coin. We're exploring one of the most intriguing modern-era coins in the United States Mint's history, the 1970 Washington quarter dollar. This might look like a regular coin to the untrained eye, but don't let its simplicity fool you. The 1970 quarter is quietly making waves in the collector's world, and some special varieties of this coin have brought jaw-dropping prices at auction. If you're a coin lover or just someone who enjoys the thrill of finding rare and valuable treasures in everyday change, then listen very carefully and stay with us till the end of this exciting video. The 1970 quarter was minted at the Denver Mint. And while millions were produced, only a tiny number hold the kind of secrets that make collectors go wild. This coin stands out for more than just its age. It's the fascinating and rare minting errors that make certain specimens incredibly desirable. Collectors everywhere are on the lookout for these error coins, and believe it or not, one such variety has sold for massive amounts, way beyond what anyone expected for a modern quarter. One of the most talked about rarities of the 1970 D quarter is the proof error quarter struck over a 1941 Canadian quarter. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine a modern American quarter minted over a foreign coin. That's the kind of minting anomaly that sends shockwaves through the numismatic world. The undercoin's details, like the date and parts of the Canadian design, are still visible under the US strike, a breathtaking sight for any coin enthusiast. These overstrikes are extraordinarily rare and highly collectible, and their existence reminds us just how unpredictable and thrilling coin collecting can be. Another detail to watch for is double die errors, where parts of the design or lettering appear doubled. In some cases, this doubling is visible on words like Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 1970. These are highly sought after, and coins featuring strong doubling in mint state condition can fetch serious money from collectors and dealers. Combine that with a strong Denver mint mark and a flawless strike, and you have a recipe for an extremely valuable coin. Condition matters too. A 1970 D quarter in mint state condition, with sharp edges, clean surfaces, and beautiful luster, is already impressive. But when combined with an error like a double die or overstrike, its value can skyrocket. Coins graded MS65 or higher become instant showpieces, and coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have certified a few exceptional examples that now live in elite private collections. Collectors around the world recognize the 1970 D quarter as a hidden gem of US coinage. Despite its modest appearance, the stories behind these coins and the unique characteristics they carry have made them a powerful symbol in the hobby. They remind us that rare finds aren't always ancient. They can be sitting in a coin jar, hiding in a drawer, or quietly resting in a family album. You just have to know what to look for. So, how can you tell if your 1970 D quarter might be worth a fortune? Start by checking the coin under good lighting. Look closely at the mint mark, make sure it's clearly a D. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the lettering or date. And weigh the coin to confirm its standard weight. Any significant difference could be a clue to a rare planchet error. If you see any foreign elements peeking through the design, you may be looking at a true overstrike, and that's the kind of coin you absolutely must get authenticated. At recent auctions, verified error examples of the 1970 D quarter, especially those with the overstrike on a 1941 Canadian coin, have shocked everyone by selling for up to $100,000. That's right, a coin that was once worth just 25 cents is now considered a treasure in the collector's market. That's the magic of numismatics, finding value where no one else sees it and turning small discoveries into legendary stories. Now it's your turn to go hunting. Check your quarters. Search your collections. Re-examine those coins you've been keeping just for fun. Because the next 1970 D quarter that turns up with a rare error might be the next big headline in the world of coin collecting, and it could be in your hands right now. Third expensive coin. We're going on an exciting journey into the world of US coinage and spotlighting a coin that might be hiding in your change jar right now, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar. Yes, this seemingly ordinary quarter from over 4 decades ago holds secrets that have made collectors across the world stop and take notice. If you think a 1979 quarter is just worth 25 cents, think again, because under the right conditions, this coin could be worth a life-changing fortune. The Washington Quarter series has always been a favorite among collectors, but the 1979 edition holds a special place because of its unexpected surprises. Minted in huge quantities during a time of economic transition, the 1979 quarter may not have been created to be rare, but through fascinating mint errors, unique varieties, and near-perfect conditions, it has become one of the most thrilling quarters to hunt for today. Let's talk about what makes this coin so special. First, we need to understand that the 1979 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While most people know the D and S mint marks, the Philadelphia Mint struck coins without a mint mark. So if you have a 1979 quarter without any letter under the date, that's a Philly coin, and you'll want to pay very close attention to its details. One of the most valuable 1979 quarters ever discovered is a double-die obverse error, where the details on the front of the coin, especially the words Liberty and In God We Trust, appear slightly doubled. This rare and striking visual effect is caused during the minting process and is highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. The stronger the doubling, the higher the value, especially when paired with the high-grade and flawless surfaces. Another eye-catching variety is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin where part of the design is pushed to one side, leaving a blank crescent shape. These errors happen when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during the strike. A 1979 quarter with a visible date and significant off-center strike can command major interest at auctions, especially when in excellent condition. Some of these are seen as modern art in the world of numismatics. Collectors also value the full drumline reverse, a sign of a sharp and well-executed strike on the eagle's tail feathers. Combined with a clean, blemish-free surface and full luster, this detail can elevate a 1979 quarter from ordinary to extraordinary in the grading world. The hunt for pristine MS-67 or MS-68 coins is fierce, and the competition only raises the value for those lucky enough to find one. But here's where things get even more thrilling. In recent years, rare 1979 quarters, especially those with significant double die or off-center errors, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, have surfaced in auction houses and private sales, shocking the collector community with their unexpected values. One such coin, authenticated and graded as mint state with a bold error, sold at auction for a staggering $85,000. That's right, a single 1979 Washington quarter, found and preserved with the right attributes, turned into a collector's dream and a financial jackpot. And the best part? There are still more of these coins out there, hidden in drawers, tucked into change boxes, or waiting quietly inside old piggy banks, ready for discovery by someone just like you. So, what should you be looking for? Grab a magnifier, a reliable scale, and good lighting. Examine the lettering for doubling. Look for unusual spacing, blurry edges, or shifts in the design. Weigh the coin. Any significant difference from the normal 5.67 grams might point to a rare planchet error. And always check the reverse for clarity in the eagle's feathers and tail. The 1979 Washington quarter is a symbol of how the smallest, most ordinary things can turn into something truly extraordinary. For collectors, this coin represents history, mystery, and the thrilling excitement of the hunt. Whether you're new to collecting or a lifelong enthusiast, this coin deserves your attention, because the next big discovery might be in your very own pocket. So tell us, have you come across a 1979 quarter with strange features? Do you have one in uncirculated condition that you'd like to learn more about? Drop your stories and questions in the comments. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more amazing coin finds, and turn on the bell so you never miss a rare coin alert. Remember, this 25-cent coin could be your key to unlocking a treasure worth $85,000. And that's the kind of surprise no one wants to miss. Especially, we've got a real gem to talk about. It's the 1983 D Washington quarter dollar, a coin that might look like ordinary pocket change to the average person, but to collectors and numismatists, it's a golden opportunity hiding in plain sight. If you've got an old coin jar or collection tucked away, listen closely, because the 1983 D quarter could be worth far more than just 25 cents. The year 1983 was a challenging time for U.S. coin production. It was during the early 1980s recession, and the mint decided to skip issuing mint sets for collectors, which meant that uncirculated examples of coins from that year are far more difficult to find. This lack of collector-grade pieces instantly set 1983 coins apart, and that includes the ever-popular Washington quarter. Now let's talk about the Denver Mint version, the one marked with the bold D under the date. Millions were struck, but only a very small number have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most of these coins went straight into circulation, meaning they picked up scratches, dings, and wear, and that makes high-quality examples extremely valuable today. Finding a 1983 D quarter in mint state, with sharp details and full luster, is like striking gold for collectors. But what makes this coin truly exciting are the errors and varieties that elevate its status even more. One of the most coveted errors is the double die reverse, where parts of the back design appear doubled, most often seen in the word e pluribus unum, or the eagle's wings. These doubling errors are incredibly eye-catching and unmistakable under magnification, and collectors are always on the hunt for them. Another rare variety includes striking anomalies, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. These oddities occurred during production due to mechanical mistakes at the mint, but today, they turn ordinary coins into museum-worthy pieces. A 1983 D quarter with a major error, especially in mint state condition, is a serious prize that grabs attention in auctions and coin shows across the country. Let's not forget the impact of surface quality and strike strength. Collectors pay a premium for 1983 D quarters with strong, clear details, especially when the eagle's feathers are fully visible and the fields are smooth and reflective. These coins, when graded MS65 and above by services like PCGS or NGC, are immediately considered top-tier collector items and can command huge prices. Now, here's where it gets truly exciting. Because of the rarity of uncirculated coins from 1983 and the premium demand for high-grade and error examples, certain 1983 D quarters have shattered expectations at auctions. In recent years, examples with strong double die reverses or pristine mint states have sold for impressive amounts, and one such coin was recently valued at an astonishing $69,000. Yes, that's right. A coin once worth just 25 cents is now a symbol of what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's a story of survival, rarity, and hidden value, and it proves that treasures are still out there, waiting to be found. Whether you're new to coin collecting or have been at it for years, the 1983 D Washington quarter is a coin you cannot afford to overlook. So, what should you do? Start digging through your old change, coin rolls, and forgotten drawers. Look closely for the D mint mark under the date. Use a magnifier to search for signs of doubling, unusual shapes, or die cracks. And if you think you've found a gem, don't hesitate. Get it graded by a trusted coin certification service. That small step could turn your find into the next headline-making coin in the collecting world. Next coin, we're diving into one of the most surprising and fascinating coins hiding in plain sight, the 1990p Washington quarter dollar. Yes, you heard that right. This common-looking coin might just be worth thousands of dollars, and what makes it even more exciting is that it could be sitting unnoticed in your change jar or wallet right now. So listen very carefully and watch till the end, because the value of this coin might absolutely shock you. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, but coins from the 1990s are now gaining massive attention from collectors, especially the ones minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a small but powerful P under the date. Now, most people assume these modern quarters are just face value coins, but that's where they're wrong. In the world of numismatics, it's not just age that determines a coin's value, it's rarity, condition, mint errors, and demand. Let's explore what makes the 1990p quarter stand out and why collectors are going crazy over certain versions of it. First, we have to talk about minting errors. Errors like double die obverse, off-center strikes, and even wrong planchet strikes have been found on 1990 quarters. Imagine a quarter that was mistakenly struck on a dime blank or has doubling on the word liberty or in God we trust. These kinds of errors make the coin extremely rare and highly collectible. Another key factor is strike sharpness and luster. Coins that have been well preserved since 1990, never circulated, never scratched, with brilliant surfaces and strong design details are considered mint state coins. Especially those graded MS66 and above by services like PCGS or NGC can command high values. A crisp eagle on the reverse, clear details in Washington's hair and face, and smooth, unblemished fields, all of these can multiply a coin's value several times over. But here's the real kicker. There are varieties and errors that remain largely unknown to the public, like a rare partial color error, where the edge of the coin appears slightly misaligned or has a warped rim, or clipped planchet errors where a portion of the coin looks like it was bitten off. These rare minting mistakes happen during the high-speed production process and, when discovered, make collectors and auction houses go wild. In fact, recent auctions have brought out some truly astonishing examples of the 1990p quarter. Coins with strong mint errors or those in nearly perfect condition have been listed in private sales, coin shows, and online auctions, catching the attention of top collectors worldwide. It's not just hype, this coin has been quietly increasing in demand, and experts believe it's only a matter of time before prices explode further. What does this mean for you? It means it's time to check your coin jars, rolls, and old collections. Pull out any 1990 quarters with the P mint mark and give them a close inspection. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling on the lettering, unusual shapes around the rim, or striking oddities. Weigh the coin, look for off-metal planchets, and keep an eye out for pristine surfaces. If your coin checks any of those boxes, you may be holding something incredibly valuable. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, the jaw-dropping value of this rare find. A single 1990p Washington quarter with the right combination of mint state condition and verified error recently sold for $50,000. That's right, from 25 cents to $50,000, and this could happen to you if you're lucky enough to find one of these hidden treasures. So, coin collectors, numismatics fans, and curious explorers, keep your eyes open and your magnifiers ready. The next valuable coin might be just one step away. Let us know in the comments if you've got a 1990p quarter, or if you've found any strange-looking coins you want help identifying. We love hearing from collectors, and your story could inspire the next great coin discovery. Last unique coin is all about a modern-looking coin with an extraordinary story, the United States Washington quarter dollar coin from 1994 with the P mint mark. This is a coin you've probably come across dozens of times in your pocket change, but what if I told you that one rare version of this exact quarter has been sold for tens of thousands of dollars? Yes, it's true. And today we'll explore why this coin is so special, what makes it rare, and how you might just have a hidden gem sitting in your home. The 1994 Washington quarter was minted in large numbers, but not all coins are created equal. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these quarters, but among those, a small number stand out because of extraordinary mint errors, incredibly sharp details, and unique characteristics that make them highly valuable to collectors. While most 1994p quarters are worth only face value, a handful have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions thanks to very specific and highly desirable features. Now let's talk about mint errors, the true superstars behind the value of some of these 1994p quarters. Errors such as double die obverse, where you see doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust, or off-center strikes, where the coin wasn't properly aligned during minting, can make these coins instantly valuable. Another rare error is the clipped planchet, where part of the coin appears to be cut off. These kinds of errors aren't just flaws, they're rarities that collectors aggressively hunt for. Also, look out for quarters that were struck on the wrong planchet, for example. If a 1994 quarter was accidentally struck on a nickel planchet or a foreign coin blank. These are incredibly scarce and almost always command high values when authenticated. What makes them so special is that these types of mistakes are nearly impossible to replicate and were never meant to leave the mint. Another important factor is the coin's condition. Coins graded MS65 and above, which means they are in near-perfect mint state with no scratches, dings, or signs of wear, are in massive demand. Collectors pay top dollar for coins with full strike details, pristine luster, and original mint shine. If you find a 1994p quarter that looks unusually fresh, untouched, and sharp, it could be worth getting professionally graded. Let's not forget the auction market, where rare 1994p quarters have made serious headlines. One particular piece, showing a combination of a dramatic double die error and being in mint state condition, created a frenzy and sold for a jaw-dropping $40,000. Yes, from 25 cents to $40,000, a true rags to riches story in the coin world. So, how can you spot one of these valuable coins? Start by checking for any visible errors, doubling, off-center design, rim irregularities, or incomplete letters. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to carefully inspect your 1994 quarters. If you notice something unusual, don't toss it back into circulation. Hold on to it and consider sending it to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, for authentication. Coin collectors everywhere are constantly on the lookout for error coins, and the 1994 P quarter is rising in popularity thanks to recent high-profile sales. Social media coin communities and online marketplaces are buzzing with excitement as more people are discovering the hidden potential in these quarters. So now is the best time to go through your stash and take a second look. You might be holding something worth way more than you ever imagined. Remember, it's not just about age, it's about the rarity, condition, and uniqueness of each coin. The 1994 P Washington quarter is one of those coins that proves how modern coins can surprise us all. Don't underestimate what you have. Treasure might be closer than you think. If you found a coin like this or any quarter with strange features, let us know in the comments. Your discovery could help others and maybe even lead to the next big coin story. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into valuable US coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn more about hidden coin treasures that could change your life. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!